Yeah, welcome back to you heard the jingle. Welcome back to the Here's the Thing podcast. I am your host, Mason Sven Gross, or Sven Gross, however you want to pronounce it. I guess there's two alternate pronunciations. I didn't know that for a while, but yeah, welcome back, you guys. 8 months, man, that's a long time. But anybody that knows me and my content creation strategy knows that that's how it goes. So if you're new, get used to it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to get better. I mentioned that in the past, but yeah. Welcome back. What's been happening in the world? A lot has happened in the world, but I'm not going to discuss that because a lot of it is politically and politics driven, and I'm not. If you're watching on YouTube, that was not a glitch. If you're listening on audio, that was me sipping on a bit of Dr. Pepper, which I guess takes me to my first thing that I wanted to talk about was I almost said alcohol consumption. Whoa. Oops. I tried to do the effects thing and it didn't work, and I clipped the audio. Oh, that's right, or the volume. Oh, this is off the hinges already. We're like a 1,000-year-old door. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, yes. I almost said alcohol consumption. I meant sugar consumption, which is kind of it's pretty much worse. It is worse, Mason. Hello. I drink a lot of sugar, or consume a lot of sugar, which isn't good. It's not good. I have a lot of cappuccino, and when I say, if people think about, like, Mason, you have a lot of cappuccino. Yeah, a lot of us do. No, you don't understand. I consume a lot of cappuccino. Like, on the days that I'm not working, I'll have like 3 scoops, and then like I'll wait because I think somehow that makes it better. You won't feel the effects surely after 4 hours, and then you have another 3 scoops. And then you're like, well, I'll wait 6 hours. Me and my dumb ass thinking, yeah, wait in between. That'll help. No. Hours are going by, Mason. It's going to affect you regardless. And, yeah. And then I have the soda, which I'm trying to cut down on. It's just not good. And I always told myself in the past, like, and I think I mentioned this on either was this podcast or one of my YouTube videos before, that back in my 20s, when I was doing like the live stream and stuff, the YouNow stuff for those OGs that happen to be listening to my podcast. If you do, hey, what's going on, guys? Appreciate the support and how you guys doing. I would have coffee on those live streams, and we did those live streams. If y'all remember, at like 9 o'clock at night, sometimes 10 o'clock at night, and I would be having, and we're not talking decaf, folks. We're talking like medium, regular coffee with the stuff that keeps you up in it. So it just wasn't good. So I got off of that. I stopped doing that. But now I'm just I think it's my way of kind of coping with not doing that with like cappuccino, which I don't know which is worse. They're pretty much, they equal each other out. You know what I mean? I feel like cappuccino is much worse. Actually, they say a cup of coffee is good for you. So I'm doing something that's worse. I'm drinking cappuccino, which is really, really bad. Like, look at it this way. Like, I consume like 3 McCafes in one day with the amount of cappuccino I get from the local grocery store. That's not good, man. It's not good. So it doesn't make my body feel good, and I have to tell myself to cut it out. Like, the problem is like I see it in the cupboard, and it's like I'm sure what I would equate to like smoking, which I don't smoke. I don't do that, but like you see it and you know how it makes you feel, and you want it. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta be disciplined enough and work on that. So that was the first thing. So I'm trying to lay off the sugar. Hopefully it equates to me feeling better, because I don't like the drowsiness. I get enough drowsiness from my day job. Man, it's hot in this room, dude. And it's not the fact that I'm nervous and I don't know what to talk about. Because that's not the case. It's really hot in here. It's 76 degrees in Wisconsin right now in October. So, yeah. Going back to the podcast, like I said, this is episode 12. It's been 8 months since I did episode 11. And I mentioned in my last YouTube video that I uploaded that my strategy going forward is to upload content when I feel the spark. And lately I haven't felt that spark. I've been doing stuff. I've been doing my regular lines for Jay Chase Films' SpongeBob in Real Life series. If you haven't checked that out, please go do so. It's incredible stuff that he does over there. I will link it in the description of this video on YouTube and on the podcast, if I can do that. But other than that, I haven't been doing much as far as content creation. Like, I've mentioned it before. I mentioned it in that video, actually. I think, if I remember correctly. I haven't posted me singing in like 2 years. I think. Like, I'm really bad with my own timelines even, but I think it's been that long, and that's a long time. Like, somebody who started with singing in the content creation on social media, that's weird to say that, but it's like I don't have the spark for it. In the singing market, the music market. Can you speak today, Mason? English. Maybe it's all the sugar. The music market online is so stacked. Billions, and that's probably no stretch. Billions of people are posting themselves singing online. There's a lot of podcasts too, which, that's not very niche. I guess it depends, what category your podcast falls in. You know what I mean? But podcasts aren't very niche anymore. And but SpongeBob impressions, I feel like they're niche enough. Like, there's not many people that can do that kind of stuff. There's a lot of people that can do impressions, and they're really good at it. Like, Matt Friend is one of them. Go check him out if you haven't. Frank Caliendo is another one. He's famous for doing the John Madden, the boom. That guy, I can't do John Madden. That was a lame John Madden attempt. I apologize. Also, sidebar, if my audio is a little louder. I've got my mic on like max 100% volume, and if you're hearing some pop, like that was a really weird, like a or clipping, that's why. I'm trying a new whatever. I'm hoping to get it fixed by the next episode, which the way I go could be a long time. Sorry. Anyway. Oh, yeah, Frank Caliendo. Yeah. Impressions. I feel like SpongeBob, there's not a lot of people that can do it. And that's not trying to stroke my own ego, but which I kind of just did. But I'm being truthful. Like, I don't think there's many SpongeBob impressions out there. So, I'm just lucky and fortunate enough to have the ability to be one of them. So, and I hope that I do a good job with it. I try to do my best. But sometimes it's just so hard with all this competition. Anyway, but yes, getting back to what I was talking about, I want to post stuff when I feel the spark, and I haven't lately. That doesn't mean that it's not there. Like, it's there. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just, back in my 20s, reverting back to the you nowadays and stuff for you OGs again. I feel like back when I was doing content then, I was trying to get views. I was just posting stuff up there without even, believing in what I was doing. I was just using my talents and throwing it up there and hoping, something would stick. You know what I mean? So, and that was ungenuine. That's an ungenuine way of doing it. It's not fair to myself as the content creator to keep pushing out the content. It's not fair to you guys consuming the content, because you guys can tell it's not genuine. You can see the fakeness. They could see the fakeness right through the screen. So, I want to be more genuine with the content that I push out there, and hopefully this is a good launch pad for that. get more Dr. Pepper again. It's really making what I said earlier about the sugar not looking good. But I'm thirsty right now. And also, I guess I could, the first non-official sponsor of today's podcast is Dr. Pepper. Real doctors will tell you to lay off the Dr. Pepper, but genuine doctors will tell you to fuel up with Dr. Pepper. Gives you that extra kick. You know what they say? An apple a day keeps a doctor away. Well, not this doctor, because this is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. Get yours today. That was bad. Anyway, let's turn this down a little bit here. Let's turn this down. If I can look, 92% volume. Let's lower that a little bit more. Hold on, guys, bear with me. Okay. Is that better? Oh, that's a little low. Hold on a second. Is that better? We'll just go with that for now. So yeah, what's been going on since I've been away with the Here's the Thing podcast? Like, I think the last video version of the Here's the Thing podcast that I posted, I looked at this, so I have proof. You know, I'm gonna look right now. I saw this earlier. I just go to my YouTube studio. Why am I looking myself up on YouTube? Ghetto. No, that was one. Oh boy, this is awkward. Oh, here we go. Yeah, a year ago is when I did the last Here's the Thing podcast, you guys. A year ago. The video version, I mean. Like I said, I did that audio version 8 months ago. But yeah, it's been a while. So, sports. I guess I could talk about sports. I've done that in previous ones. The Packers are 2-1-1. Last game they tied with the Cowboys in Dallas. And at least it was a tie. You know, a tie is not a loss. But the Packers got Micah Parsons since I was away. So that's very exciting. But they have him on a snap count now because of his back injury. So I'm hoping they can take him off of that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Milwaukee Bucks, their season's going to be starting soon, the NBA season. But yeah, other than that, man, I can't think of anything that's been happening in the world that, has reached, national attention. Nothing at all. I can't think of anything. Nothing is coming off of the top of my head other than sweat. I'm joking. Okay, I'm joking. If you can't tell, if you're listening on audio, you can't tell. But if you're watching on YouTube, I've got a very sarcastic look on my face. I know there's been things that have been happening in the world that have garnered, Mason, come on. That have gained national attention. Gains, getting them gains. See, this is what happens when I'm single, and when I'm not on camera. I will think of a word and then I will ramble incoherently about that. But yes, I know there's a lot of politically driven stuff that has happened. Did I mention this at the beginning? This man is losing his mind. I feel like I just talked about this in the beginning of this video and the beginning of this episode. So I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but my memory is so shot right now. But I know there's been a lot of things in the world that are politically driven that have happened, but I'm not going to talk about those things. Sometimes people will be like, well, you have a podcast, you should talk about that. No, if you want to hear stuff about that, you go to a different podcast, homie, because I'm not going to talk about that. But I will talk just briefly. I'm talking about this mainly because I'm looking down and it's only been 15 minutes. And I want to talk about this because I've mentioned in previous episodes, I know I have, and I've said this to people that are very close to me. Like, I don't talk politics. Okay, I don't do it because I've mentioned I'm not educated enough. And people will be like, well, you should be. Yes, I know, I should be. And I'm not dumb to politics. Like, I know there's... I'm just going to say this. What happened with Jimmy Kimmel, it's not right. Whether you like him or you hate him, okay? this goes beyond politics. This is freedom of speech. What happened to him, I'm glad that he's back on the air and stuff like that. This is old news by now, but I just wanted to say, because I've been away and I wanted to put my 2 cents in here, because this is something that I do believe is screwed up. You can't take someone's free speech away. Okay, it's free speech. You can't take that away from a person. And the fact that the powers that be in the world and the face of our country right now, the fact that they were willing to work with the FCC to take that away, it's not right. It's not. It's beyond politics. And it's something that I didn't even want to talk about. I might even cut it from here, but I wanted to get that off my chest because I've been away and that happened since. So, with that aside, let's end it with something. Let's end it with a little bit of what I've been up to, okay? Let's end it with a little bit of what I've been up to. So in August, right? It's October now. Gosh, yeah, August. Packers got Micah Parsons. I mentioned that already, which is huge. Like, that is probably the biggest. Excuse me, the Dr. Pepper's kicking in. Okay. I feel another burp coming out. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. He was probably the biggest superstar the Packers have taken in anything, trade or via trade or free agency since Reggie White. So that was cool. That was at the end of August or nearing the end of August, and that was crazy to me. Yeah, it was crazy. But also at the beginning of August, my mom and I went to see the Backstreet Boys at the Sphere in Las Vegas. Dude, when I tell you, that was the most epic concert that I have ever been to in my life. I am not exaggerating. And, that'll come off as, oh, Mason Sengos is such a Backstreet Boy fan. I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap if that's what that means. Like, that was the coolest experience. You can't even call it a concert, man. It's an experience that I have ever been to and witnessed in my life. And if you are fortunate enough to have the budget to go anywhere, they extended some shows starting, was it November? I want to say it's November or December. Go check. Just Google the Backstreet Boys Sphere and you will see it. Go to the show. I don't even care if you are not a fan of the Backstreet Boys. Okay? Go for the experience. The Sphere is the most state-of-the-art. I've covered the Sphere in a video on YouTube if you want to go check that out. Just go. If you're a fan or not, just go. The experience, the visuals, the performance by the guys, it's incredible. It really is. It's incredible. It'll be worth the budget spent. Even if right now, as I'm talking to you, you don't think it will be. Trust me, it is. The Backstreet Boys plus the Sphere equal a beautiful marriage in entertainment. It's a lot of people were saying like it could be the concert of the summer. I would, even though there's the Taylor Swifts of the world and the Benson Boones and the K-pop people, they will have a case for, well, we're the biggest concert of the summer of the year. No. The visuals and everything else, I don't care. The Backstreet Boys probably have the concert of the year with that. I'm not even joking. And that's not even it's an official concert, but it's not like, it's a residency in Las Vegas. It's not a concert, it's a residency. So the fact that they have that in a residency, come on now. What I just said at the end there might not make sense, and that's fine because I'm going to blame it on the Dr. Pepper and all the sugar. And for being away for so long, which I have to stop doing. Like, I have this really, and I mentioned this in previous videos, I have this really bad habit of starting something or saying I'm going to do something and not finishing it. Like, I have a bunch of books at my bookshelf in my hallway over there, my entryway to my house. Why do I sound like I'm from the south there? In my house that I say I'm going to start or I have started and I don't finish. So people with the heads in the gutter, we'll put that a whole different way and take that a whole other way. Nasty. All right. So, you guys. Also, after the Backstreet Boys concert, a little bit, I think it was mid-August, my mom and I and my stepdad went to go see the Wallflowers. Like, people, if there's any younger people, like even younger than me, like I'm talking like teenagers who happen to stumble upon this video, they're gonna be like, what are the Wallflowers? This is the part of the episode where I say to you guys, thanks for listening. I don't even know how you found me, but thank you for listening. If you liked what you heard or you saw, like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. See ya. Okay, they gone? Okay, so the Wallflowers, for you guys that are my age and older, or even below me, early, mid-20s, the Wallflowers, one headlight, do. That was a terrible, just Google them. We went to go see them here at a local theater. So that was a pretty cool experience too. My mom's a pretty big fan of the lead singer, so I didn't really know how big of a fan she was of him. She's like a really big Billy Joel fan. I thought she was a bigger fan of him than God, this is embarrassing, man. Why can't I think of Bob Dylan's son? Mason, it's right underneath you. Jacob Dylan? Is it Jacob Dylan? Yeah, it's Jacob Dylan. Okay. Could have easily just texted her. Anyway, or I could have just remembered. But like I said, my memory's shot. Yeah, that was a cool experience. And it's the one that I'll never forget, along with the Backstreet Boys and getting Micah Parsons to the Packers. So yeah, anyway, 22 minutes, 23 minutes seems pretty good for the first episode back. And I feel like I've said that multiple times. But this time I really mean, like, I'm hoping I can get back on track. But we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching to me incoherently babble. I hope you guys enjoy it. Even if you don't, just for the simple fact that you enjoy what I do with my SpongeBob stuff, I hope it's kept you to the end of this, just knowing who I am. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your support for me. I like to make people laugh. I like to make you guys laugh, entertain you, try to just help you escape from all the crap happening in the world right now. Because there's a lot of it, man. And I don't know. Maybe I'll go deeper into that in another podcast. But like I said, that's not me, dude. I just want to make people laugh. I want to entertain people, man. That's all it is. That's it. So if you like that idea and you want to see more of it from myself, click the like button on the podcast, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps out the algorithm find out who the heck I am, because not a lot of algorithms that do. So anything you guys can do to help support that would be amazing, would mean the world, and I really do appreciate it wholeheartedly. The support is given right back to you guys. Without you guys, there would be no me sitting here talking to you guys, slouched. Which I shouldn't be, Mason. Posture. There you go. And also, without me being born, there wouldn't be any me either, because I wouldn't be in the world. I do remember saying that. I was gonna make that joke at the end of the last episode that was just audio only, but I decided against it. But you know what? It's been a while, so I feel like you guys deserve that one. Yeah, as cringy as ever. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Thank you so much. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next episode, which who knows when it can be. But until then, be safe in this crazy world. Thank you for listening to my babbling. And this has been
the Here's the Thing podcast.